Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and here we go. Gonna clean just the hallway here. This floor is pretty deteriorated, actually, and lots of scratches and scuffs and everything, and there's residue on it. So see the residue over here. Anyway, such a small job, I figured, well, the Oreck will probably be the right choice. Ooh, look at that! Just taking that right off of there. This is crud cutter. I did a job not long ago. Posted the video where I was using the crud cutter to take. It was taking the wax off the polish off the floor that the lady had applied at Rejuvenate. Actually did a wonderful job, and that's when I realized this stuff really works. I will be going over the floor with something to rinse it afterwards, but for now we're going to give it a good clean. And that's a blue fiber pad there. I have a few of those, and I thought, well, they should work just fine. And it is. This is just a cleaning, and there's no wax removal. A deep clean, of course. So there's no applying a finish or anything like that afterwards. It's just a really good clean, which it obviously needs, because it's dirty, really dirty. See if we can make it look good again. You can see the residue coming right off of there. This is a situation with because it's such a small area, that works wonderful. If I was doing a bigger job, I might pull my Orbitech orbital, or my Vibe, or my Orbot to do it. I use that, but for the small job like this, we don't need that. Don't need to do that. So it's good to have a tool that works so well, and it's so small and easy to use. And you see, there's just tremendous amount of scratches on the floor. So we're not making not putting a new floor on in here, but it does need a good clean, that's for sure. Perhaps I'll come back and do the rest. There's a floor above me, which is, I guess, is pretty much all hardwood as well, and it's not clean either. As you can see, I don't need very much product. It goes a long way. Okay. take this away. Looks like it's coming off pretty easy, which I figured it would. Okay. Go back to where I began. Okay. A lot of scratches on this photo. Okay, we're gonna switch over to an extraction pad. Take a look at what this one is looking like. Oh, piece of cake. Okay. Now we'll try it with a gladiator pad. And I'll leave the fiber pad on there. I think it'll give us more cushioning. I should hold it okay, I think. It might not, but we'll see what happens in a sec. Oh, got a switch. We're gonna now do the rinse with the water van. Oh, that looks good. Oh yeah. looking pretty good. Oh yeah. Pretty worn this floor though, of course. There's some really good actually. So let's have a look. Ooh, getting some color off that pad. But look at that. Didn't think the blue pad would do that. Interesting. Good to know. Good thing I don't use it on carpet. That's pretty grubby, isn't it? So we're going to go over it again, which is what I figured I'd do. But let's take this off here. We'll try it without the fiber pad. Interesting. I've never used this before. I figured, well, I might as well use it here. But if it's going to transfer color, you don't want to use that on the carpet. That's for darn sure. So let's try this. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, it's not working fine. Don't really need the fiber pad, I don't think. At least not with this gladiator pad anyway. So work our way kind of backwards. by the way, for those of you who are carpet cleaners and wondering about doing the wood floor cleaning, I do charge more for this. This is going to be, I started a minimum for a wood floor of $200. Starts at $1 a square foot for a basic clean. Normally I do, but this, yes, I'm charging $200. This is just a standard Vera-thing filler, so it's actually pretty easy to clean. When you start getting into the wet removal, that you start getting into challenges. But I've got some videos showing that being done, and I used the cut cutter on the really hard-boarded a little while ago. I've got a video of it, a couple of videos of it actually, and it did really nicely. It just did a wonderful job. Watch those corners, I've noticed anything. Pretty good in there. Oh yeah, that feels good. You can tell it has a much nicer feel to the floor as opposed to over here. Oh yeah, it actually feels almost sticky over here because I never cleaned it. But over here is just a smooth, glossy. And other than the see, I can step on it. And no footprint. Residue, you'll see all kinds of footprints everywhere. So, a very deteriorated floor. Well, very deteriorated. Yet it's looking, it's clean now. Okay, let's go over here and we'll take a look at this pad. There's very little there now. And of course, you know what? Let's do one more pass. Because I actually got the whole morning for this job and kind of having fun. I find the wood floors are interesting. So far, anyway. It's kind of a different headspace, I guess you could say. All right. Gonna work our way back a little bit here. Sure, I'm getting into that corner. I'm using very, very little product, of course, because it just goes such a long way. Oh, that's right. We'll just go over this area. One more go. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Let you go. And have a good day.